G'day chaps and welcome back. Let's jump straight back in here. So we're in Pleasant Valley, Prepper's Cache. I haven't played for a week, over a week, so for you it's going to seem like I'm carrying straight on, but for me I might need to kind of remind myself of where we're at, so bear with me. If that's the case, it looks like I've left it exactly how it should be. So we've got 8 hours of daylight left. Well, our stats are pretty good. Condition is 83%. And we have 2 deer hide, both cured. 2 cured guts that are going off quickly, so we need to do something with those. And then saplings that we need to cure more. So the main objective is to get back to, where was it? The store where we left all our stuff. We're going to pick up our bits and bobs. Minus 14, not too awful. I'm going to head off this way to the right to avoid the wolf that I know is to the left, or kind of where I'm looking right now. So if you remember, this is the way we came in and this is the way we're going to leave. It's the safe route. It's the only safe route. Or route, if you're one of my American friends. So yeah, we're going to pick up our stuff and then we're going to head up to radio control tower, my favourite place. And then hopefully we can start hunting, because we desperately need to find a sustainable food source. And we have to get some clothes. Wolf pelts are going to be a bit more tricky. But at the very minimum, I want to get the deerskin boots and deerskin pants. We'll take these two just because we're never going to come back this way. Because we're in no great hurry. As I remember, there may not be any cattails for us to collect on the way, so food could pretty quickly start becoming a problem. What have we got in terms of... Okay, we've got a few things we can do for fire. We've got shit tons of sticks. We've got coal, which is good. Now we know that coal is a lifesaver, because it burns hotter than everything else. But because it is so cold, I mean, the clothing really is high up the priority list now. So it all comes down, it's back to that bow again. It's really, really simple what we have to do. I can see a wolf directly ahead, walking away from us to the left. I'm glad we spotted that. Let's head this way. Our cold... We're getting cold quite quickly. So I'm going to worry less about getting tired. I'm going to run. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the series. It looks like we've got sort of about 200 or 300 people watching, which is fantastic for me. I'm really happy with that. Because right now, to be honest, there's no other game that I really, really want to play that much. I've been kind of following Star Citizen, but not too closely. I didn't really get involved in the last Citizen Con too much. Where are we? Ah, this is where you start in the bear challenge. So we have a shortcut here that we're going to take. We have a chance to warm up too, because there's an underground a basement. But there are wolves around here, so let's just be careful. So I'm going to head into the basement. I might sleep an hour just to warm up. See if the temperature improves. See if we can find some kind of food. There are a lot of crows kicking off. They're all over. Where's the rest of them? Ah, so there's another human corpse to our left. Let's check stuff out first. Let's check this stuff out first. I don't think it will really have anything, but it's always worth taking a look. No corpse in the whole game has given us anything so far. It looks like they've just nerfed corpses spawning any kind of useful things. What condition is that in? Ooh, very good. 81%. That may be worth eating straight away. And we're going to pick up the rose hips. A lot of you said that I'm not picking up the mushrooms, and okay, maybe I should, just for the calories. I tend to ignore them on Stalker, so I've ignored them in this as well. But as many of you pointed out, this is a different beast. Oh, really good.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
How heavy are we? 40. Oh. Matches and food are very welcome. So I'm going to eat all of that. The soup is pretty good. It's heavy, it's not very good for calories, so we're going to eat that straight away. Let's see if we get lucky and find some kind of clothing. Probably not. Nah. It's not that kind. Okay, so let's eat both of these. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, people who are still watching. I think this is a great game. It's the best series I've had so far. I kept on trying to make the Long Dark more difficult, and then they came along and did it themselves. Made it much harder. So I mean, perfect. This is just about the right level for me. Oh, I crafted some arrow shafts, by the way. So, oh, one arrow. I didn't want to waste too much time, but we did have some spare time, so I crafted that. So let's go for 1 hour just to warm up. Improve a tiny bit of condition. Saves the game. 6 hours of daylight. We don't want to go any lower than that. That should bring us, yeah, we're as warm as we can be now. So we can head back out. And we're going to use that shortcut. There could be a wolf anywhere right outside. We're just above 40 kilos. We should really drop something. Nah, actually, we can still run, can't we? It's not the end of the world. I guess this is the point where we can and should go heavy. Oh no, I can't run. No. So we are too heavy. That's actually... So it's only minus 10 now. I'm going to drop just a couple of sticks. Just want to get under 40 so that... Yeah, we can run again now. It's just in case we have to escape a beastie. And I'll keep it just under 40. It's a beautiful day. Very clear. Great, perfect visibility. So we can see what's going on. My favourite place. Well, obviously we have to head back to the store first. It might be worth going to the farmhouse and dropping a ton of stuff. Sort of short term. Because it's a bit of a trek back to the store. And we have to go there. We left some really, really good stuff. Still under 40. But this is travelling weather. It doesn't get any better than this, and it's not going to get any warmer ever. So this is when we have to shift, move our ass. 80% condition. Yeah, so last weekend, I mean I've been releasing videos obviously, but last weekend I actually went hiking. And I went solo hiking. Set myself a challenge. So for context, I've been hiking for a few years now. And I've got fairly good at it. I've got fairly experienced. And I've been sort of pushing for the next challenge and the next challenge and the next challenge. So, you know, I've done the highest mountain in North Africa. That was a 5-day hike in Morocco. Been to the Highlands of Scotland. Been to Wales. Hiked in Taiwan a lot. And now here in Victoria, Australia. And for this one, I packed my bag basically, and I went solo by myself completely. I'll leave the mushrooms. Actually, no. I'll drop some sticks as well to get our weight back under.
This gear is slowing me down.
So we're taking these for calories now. So yeah, I went and hiked solo 3 days, 63 kilometers, which is no small feat, I tell you. I mean, I had bruising around my my hips and my back, and yeah, second day was 12 hours of hiking. It was brutal, put it that way, but it was quite an achievement. I'm quite proud of it. Because to do something like that, and especially doing it solo, you really have to plan all your food exactly right. Because the pack was extremely heavy.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Just like our character, saying the pack is too heavy. We'll collect all of this stuff. We know we're safe because the rabbits are around here. The other thing we need to craft, of course, are the snares. Snares are going to be a great source of rabbit pelts for gloves and some very low calorie meat. We just need to warm up. I really don't want to have to sleep another hour because it's going to become problematic time-wise. We've got 5 hours of daylight left. We really need to warm up. So, do we have to
use this?
Ooh, do we have that already? Not sure we do. Oh yeah, we do. Let's harvest that. 20 minutes. Nah. Gonna drop it. We can take curtains, and they look at that. 8 minutes for 2, so there's no point. We don't really need cloth right now, so we'll just leave all that. We need to get warm, but on the other hand, I really want to move. I don't trust Interloper. I don't trust the weather to stay good for long, so I'm going to push on. If we take a condition hit or hypothermia, so be it. We're not too far from some really good structures, some good buildings. So let's just move. Oh, we're still too heavy. Let's drop.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
Let's just get back under 100, 40. So there may be, actually there may be some cattails around this, just over this bridge here. Let's have a look. Yep, okay, cool. This is good. Okay, grab all of these. Thank you to everybody who's said you're enjoying the this series, or I've had some really nice comments just saying, you know, they enjoy my Let's Plays. I tried to really make sure this channel wasn't just a Let's Play channel. There are too many out there. It's too hard to kind of differentiate yourself, and
I could barely walk with this much gear.
there are too many people doing it, I think. But so I've always tried to mix things up on this channel, and I know not everybody watches The Long Dark, but I'm particularly enjoying this series, so I'm just going to play this to the end before moving on to any other kind of topics. But yeah, thank you to the people who said that they enjoy my Let's Play style. I had someone say that,
Cold, I'm warming up again.
you know, they couldn't imagine kind of speaking while playing and trying to concentrate on both. Because I previously I couldn't do it. I found it really, really hard to try and play and talk. But it becomes this sort of background skill where you just you open your mouth and you just you let the train of thought come. You can still be kind of concentrating on the game at the same time. But it actually took some practice. I've been doing YouTube for a couple of years now. I've played quite a few games on here. It's crazy when I look back at the channel, you know, when I'm uploading a video or something, and it tells you how many videos you've uploaded, and I'm 300 plus, and I can't quite get my head around that. Because it doesn't feel that way. You know, I've just kind of made stuff, and it's been really nice for me sometimes when work was really boring to have something creative to focus on. My job has killed me sometimes. Very mundane. Very boring work. So having this as a kind of outlet has been really fantastic sometimes. Okay, so we're going to head to the farmhouse. We must warm up. I'm going to get some cloth. I'm going to raid it for whatever there is to raid. We're going to dump a bunch of stuff, and then we're going to head back to the... Oh no, that doesn't make sense. I was going to say we head back to the store. Now I'm thinking, does it maybe make more sense to head up to the radio control tower first? Because it's so close now. 4 hours of daylight left. Nearly drained completely. So we're going to have to spend the night in the farmhouse. That's the only smart thing to do here. Risk of hypothermia 28%. Ooh dear. Okay, we've got to move. Oh god, to get inside. The cattails down there, we're going to have to get them tomorrow.
Just need to close my eyes.
So do we head straight up to the radio control hut, dump what we're carrying there, and then do a quick recce trip to the store? Or do we take everything we have, go even heavier, go directly back to the store and then the radio control hut? I need to think about that. What would you do? What's the smart thing to do? Really not sure. Okay, I'm not going to bother with anything, collecting anything. Not going to waste any time. We've got to get inside. That hypothermia could trigger any moment, and that would be a problem. Let's check the basement first. Okay, made it. Yeah, 9 degrees, okay. So we're not getting hypothermia. 40%, that was actually kind of not very good. That was kind of close. Let's see what we find. Oh fuck, we've been here before. I couldn't remember that at all. Shit. When did we come here? Oh, of course, because we started here. Fuck, it's been a long game. It's been a long series, this. I can't actually remember being here. I left the door open too. Huh. Well, what do you know? Right, let's I'm gonna look for some cloth and repair the clothes we have. Just get a couple of these. We still have 3 hours of daylight, so we can take a bit of a condition hit to tiredness.
Feels like a lot of gear.
We can repair our clothes a little. Maybe study a little. We are going to need to boil up some water too. At some point. So all this is empty. Yep, been here before.
I'm so tired, I could just lay down right here.
Okay. So, let's just repair our clothes while we're here. It's always a good practice. Fuck. Okay. Gloves. This should be enough time to repair most stuff. It's just, again, it's just good habits. And as you know, I'm fairly pedantic about how I play the game. Perfect timing. The sewing kit is now ruined, but we managed to repair what we needed to repair. Everything's pretty much perfect condition now. Still have one cloth. It's always worth gathering cloth and taking it up to radio control hut. We're going to need to eat and drink before we sleep. I'll have 5 of these cattails. Drink the rest of the water. And then we're going to have a nice, long, very long sleep. We should get our condition nice and high. Got 300 calories. Fuck it. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. We'll go for a good long 7 hours. Storm came in. Good timing. That's the rest of our water. Let's go for another 6 should be okay. I really want to get our condition as high as possible. 13, 12... Where are we at? Okay, we've completely rested. 90% condition, boom. Excellent. Okay. So, I'll let this episode run on a little longer. Let's cook up some water. Pretty sure I've raided both of those toilets. So this gets our weight down too, which is good. Let's go for the sticks. We've got an absolute shit ton of sticks. So what do we do then? Let's have a think. It's less efficient and more risky to head up to the tower just to drop some stuff, to come back and collect more stuff. So we know that the road going up to the store is basically safe. So I think that settles it for me. We're going to need 3 litres at least. Okay, let's put the rest of our sticks on. Probably a good idea to cook up the rest of our... maybe do a herbal tea? Let's drink first. A lot of you kept on telling me to make sure I had the herbal tea before I went to bed. I will try to remember to do that. Let's cook these up for calories. These are actually... this is good timing for these. We're very low on calories.
I could eat anything.
This will be enough to stave off starvation. We have 5 cattails. I want to save those if I can. I'm going to need more fuel. Oh, we had a ton of mushrooms. I thought... I thought it was 3 mushrooms per tea. I didn't think I had that many mushrooms. Maybe I'm wrong. Do correct me. These rose hips too. We'll just do the 1 herbal tea. Sounds pretty windy outside. Sounds very windy. Sounds bad actually. Alright. Let's see how much water we've got. Oh fuck, hardly any. Damn, okay. Alright. Let's make sure we don't take a condition hit if we can. We have to boil a ton more water. So again, this is just 8 hours, 7 hours of daylight left. This is what we're aiming for. When it hits 7 hours, we really need to get out of the house and go. So I'll go for another ½ litre only. It's time to move. Nearly at starvation. 7 hours, okay. Time to go. Drink another of these. Okay. Even in farmhouse, I think I'll just see what the temperature's like. No bear, -17, pretty brutal. I'm going to head back in just to save it. I reckon this is probably a good place to stop the episode here. So I've saved it there. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys and girls. And I'm going to head straight back out. Join me in the next one to see what happens. Ciao for now.